One of the things that I want you to look at as you're talking to these possible medical malpractice clients, I want you to ask yourself and begin asking the clients, who are the potential defendants here? Are they the attending doctors who are treating the patient? Are they doctors in training, known as residents or fellows? Fellows are doctors who have a bit more postgraduate education than a resident. Who are the defendants? Are they staff? Are they hospital nurses? Are they physician's assistants? And you'll get this information oftentimes by talking to the patient, by your client. And they won't really know the answers totally, but it's important that you get a sense of who are the possible defendants. Is it a private hospital? Is it a municipal hospital? Can we name the individual doctors? Can we name the individual staff? Now, many times the patient will tell you, I don't know who came in to see me, but I know every morning there were about 6 or 7 doctors in white lab coats came to me, they spent 15 minutes with me, and then they left. And then 2 or 3 times a day, another doctor in a white lab coat came to see me. It's important, excuse me, it's important to know whether or not there's any vicarious liability. What is vicarious liability? Everybody who does contracts, business disputes know that the employer is responsible for the acts of the employee. That's critical. So if you're dealing with hospital nurses, staff, doctors who are working for the hospital, you must know that they are an employee. You must sue the hospital, always. You must sue the medical group that employs the various doctors. That is critical. And again, you're not going to know all this information at the time that you're first talking to the client, but you will begin to get a sense of who is the responsible party here. Another thing that I want you to think about is, where am I going to venue this case? Where does this case need to go? Venue is a very, very critical component. And now I will tell you that there are many attorneys, actually many people, who don't handle this type of law, who say, you shouldn't be racial profiling. That's not appropriate. It's not politically correct. It may not be politically correct, but I will tell you that a trial attorney who fails to do this really doesn't do his client a service. Because every case that comes in, we have to look at what is the demographic makeup of this individual. What's their nationality? What's their history? Where are they from? Why do I say that? I say that because every county here in the state of New York has a different demographic makeup. And again, I'm claiming generalities, not being specific, but there's a different jury pool makeup in the Bronx compared to Rockland County, compared to Westchester County. There's a different jury pool makeup in Suffolk County compared to Brooklyn, Kings County. And if you fail to answer that question, what's the demographic of this individual? You are making a huge mistake. I don't care what political correctness tells you to do. You have to make that assessment. You don't have to verbalize it, but if you are now going to be referring this case out, and you now speak to the trial attorney you're sending this to, one of the things he or she will want to know is, where are they from? What's their background? What's their demographic area? Have to know this. Very important.